It's not a shocker to anybody watching this that I am Catholic, and I've been very involved with the Catholic Church, and I'm very proud of Pope Leo and his stance in regards to leading us closer to peace. I think it's a position that the church has traditionally not taken in the past and been so vocal about. I think it's been the last three popes or the last four popes that have actually been very vocal about democracy and freedom and the U.S. intervention in different situations. And in this case, I think what is really got Pope Leo and a lot of folks in the Catholic Church riled up is how the narrative has been played out as a Christian value for this war, and that this is a Christian moral obligation for this war. And I mean, even as we're talking about this, the president tweeted out earlier this week a depiction of him as he says, a Red Cross worker, but I think everybody seeing it knows exactly who he was trying to depict himself as. To Christians, that's problematic, seriously problematic. And when you start draping yourselves in these narratives is when it becomes a problem. The Pope Leo, I got to give it to the guy. He's out there and he has rallied the majority of the Catholics that are throughout the Southwest. I mean, you even heard from our own Archbishop Wooster here in New Mexico, Archbishop Golka in Colorado, and even the Archbishop Thomas in Vegas, and are all on the same page on all of this. Archbishop Wooster said the gospel is a message of peace, and the Pope has a responsibility to proclaim it. Even when the world chooses war, diplomacy doesn't mean ignoring harm. It means dealing with it respectfully. Archbishop Golka, the Pope's role has always been pastoral first. His call to dialogue reminds us, even in disagreement, we're called to adopt charity and humility over violence and destruction. And Archbishop Thomas in Vegas, there's power in speaking truth, especially truth that pushes against destruction. Pope Leo's courage to say no more violence resonates deeply here, where dialogue and diplomacy must come before division. I don't think that anybody in the Catholic Church is saying that they should not stand up in positions of conflict. I think what they're saying is that there are ways diplomatically to resolve a lot of these concerns. And I think that going back to that vote you were talking about before is something that both the Catholic Church and I know myself and others, we would rather choose diplomacy first before we choose violence. This Pope is American, and this Pope grew up right here in the great state of Illinois, and he's speaking truth to power, which is coming back to where we started this whole entire conversation for this episode, is when are our friends and allies going to start speaking truth to